Hey guys, and welcome to part 3 of the Resident Evil 6 playthrough. Me and Adele, our CN Queen. We've finally managed to get ourselves out of the sewers and we're out of the train station into Tall Oaks. The city is the latest city to be affected by a virus.
So, like, how many places are, like, infected by this virus?
As of now, China and Tall Oaks. Basically America.
Tall Oaks? That sounds like a place where I'd go because my height and name.
Well, Lee does call you a pencil from time to time.
Screw him! you know what Tall Oaks sounds like? It sounds like a sort of like retirement home place, doesn't it? Tall Oaks. Tall Oaks retirement home. It actually sounds pretty normal for a nursing home. Yeah. Tall Oaks retirement home.
Aye. Right, you can take care of these enemies, but nah, we're not gonna waste our time. Let's just continue on. And here's a little thing, see all those zombies out there, they're supposed to scare you, but see, out of curiosity, I went and shot them. All of those go down in one shot from a handgun.
Wow, weak.
And I'm not talking like fancy,
Jesus!
Yeah, you can do that. That's another thing about the melee system. If they're above you, you can pull their legs and their heads will split. Or if I was on top of them, I would grab the head and smash it to the ground. Yep. Yeah, fuck you guys.
Run away.
Brave Sir Robin ran away, bravely ran away. I do love those headshots. Yeah, that was the skill system points I picked up, which are the chess pieces. They're essentially your money. Yeah, there's no gold coins like in RE4 and 5 that you can collect, or treasures. Yeah, there's no treasures at all, only chess pieces are your money and key items for plot progression.
Is there a guy in this game where he's like, warrior boy?
No, that's an RE4 only. Trust me, I wish he came back.
Oh, fuck.
If you get hit by that lorry, it's an instant kill.
I was about to say, the law is supposedly protecting you.
Yeah. So now the chapters here are very quite long, so we're still in chapter 1. 3 parts in, we're still in chapter 1. I think the chapters can be as long as half an hour or an hour, depending on the campaign. The Leon's is definitely the longest because again, it's slower paced and it tries to focus on horror rather than action. Well, at the beginning of this campaign, anyway.
So where are we now? In some person's backyard?
Yeah, we're going through the back gardens because the main road has been closed off because of all the people panicking in the city trying to get out.
We're breaking and entering.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, don't mind us.
Wait,
right.
Can that happen during a zombie apocalypse?
Right, look at this mouth movement right here on this television. It's really bad. I'm talking like as if it's just going up and down very fast and with no limp syncing. That's all. Yes. Yeah. Right, that is another speedrun check that me and Adele just done there, where you would have to go up to the door, realize it's locked, go back and get the key. So what I did is initiate the door sequence, and she got the key. Now, the thing about this is that they've got the character model of this guy wrong. He's supposed to be dead, but to me he looks like he just woke up from a sleep.
That's what I thought. He kind of looks a bit drunk. He's like, oh, what's happened?
That's what happened.
Your brain's ghost blast.
Right, at this point, when you get to this guy, you would be given a shotgun. Now, because I'm playing this game New Game Plus, I've got all the weapons, but I'm not going to play the entire game with just like the overpowered Magnum.
I would.
No.
Just speedrun.
Right, here's our next type of enemy, the Shriekers.
He looks disgusting.
And that is their attack. Their lungs are effective where they the way they attack is they breathe in huge amounts of air and just basically scream at your ears.
Reminds me of a bad show of Fable.
As you can now tell, the weak spot is the throat. But when that explodes, they have a last ditch move where they scream one last time, but then that counts as damage.
Shoot the throat, they scream, you get nil damage.
Aye, but that's like their last ditch mechanic. So as they scream, they're dying. So Helena here, between each of all the characters in RE6, they will have some exclusive weapons that are exclusive to them. Most of the time it's a different style handgun, but other times there'll be certain things like Leon here, for example, he'll have a handgun and a survival knife as his exclusive weapons, while I only get a handgun and a Hydra, which is basically a sawed-off shotgun. But then afterwards, any weapon you find in the campaign, both of you will pick it up.
Okay.
So it's not like, and that's another thing as well, you cannot share items with your partner, unfortunately. Unlike RE5, where, say for example, if someone was running low on machine gun bullets and I had plenty of them, I'd be able to give them some. Nope, not in this case. That's the bad side. The good side of this ammunition system is, say, let's say you broke a crate, right, and then it's got handgun bullets. I will be able to pick it up, but at the same time, it will not disappear, so that Adele can pick it up.
So somewhat like Gears of War.
Somewhat like that. There's Simple Emblem number 4 for the chapter. There's 4 emblems per chapter for each of the campaigns.
So are they kind of similar to those wee statues from Resident Evil 7, where like you find them and you just randomly destroy them?
Yeah, they're just collectibles. Well, I did mention before they unlock files in the game. The way they collect them is they're when you go into the menu, they're based on arcade machines, and if I recall, there's about 4 times 5, there's about 20 files per campaign that you can read based on that character. And then it'll give you like backstory of like what happened in Raccoon City, what happened to Umbrella. Yes.
Jesus!
By the way, this ambulance right here, if you're caught in that petrol station, instant death. So what you have to do is we have to help some people who are trying to survive. And yes, there'll be zombies that are military and they've got armor.
So I take it they'll be much more difficult to take out.
Yes. Now at this point, you see the petrol leaking in the station? Yeah. Guess what we have to do?
Someone shoot the gas! We can blow these things to Kingdom Come!
Thank you, MP3 number 3. Yep.
The question is, how do you use all that?
Hey, come on! It's safer here!
Damn, main character immunity.
You and your tricks. Now you can see there that that's why I'm limping, because my stamina gauge is empty. So when you're limping, you won't be able to do any melees. The only melee you'll have is a very weak kick. That's it. But your stamina will refill. But also, here's a little tip: if you lie down, it'll refill faster.
I guess that makes sense.
So have a
Right, we're now entering a gun store, and there's survivors up on the top floor, but he's refusing to let us in. So this is it's another endurance match.
Yeah. Hold on, there's a whole selection of guns. Take them!
Now, I mentioned the remote bombs, and I mentioned that there was other types of grenades. You have 4 types of grenades in the game. There's the remote bomb, then you've got the standard hand grenades, flash grenades, and incendiary grenades. Now, I know what you're thinking. Flash grenades, right? You remember how they were effective against Las Plagas in RE5?
Yeah.
Well, here, useless. Well, but the good news is that the most enemies are weak to the fire. So fire grenades and the hand grenades will be your friends. But this is not Las Plagas. This is a new type of virus where it's not parasites controlling the host.
So are these just like pretty much just regular zombies?
Regular zombies, yes, they are. But the C virus has its own share of creatures, which we'll see later on. Like we saw there, the Shrieker was a different type of zombie.
Was 2012 just like the year for zombie games? Because I feel there were like so many.
There was.
I think there was, Another thing about Resident Evil is that whenever they release the games, the in-game time, they always put it as that game's date. So this is in 2013. Like Resident Evil 7 was in 2017.
Yeah, that took place in July 2017, wasn't it?
Yep, they always do that with their games. Now, be careful here. The army's zombies are the ones that are able to wield guns. As you can see, they're firing them all over the place. But the magnums, they're ridiculously accurate, and they cause you to stumble.
My question is, how are the ones in army suits not brain dead?
Well, this guy is stupid. Look what he does.
You're a special child.
You idiots can fight it out if you want. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Douchebag alert. How did you know?
Well, he's the sort of generic douchebag who doesn't listen to everyone, thinks he can make it out on their own.
And to find that that lassie was his girlfriend. Ow. Thanks, Adele.
No! Stay back! Get the hell away from me! No!
What's that you put on earlier? You thought you can be tough guy by yourself?
Guess what? You're going to die.
And we're introduced to another type. Bloodshots.
Holy moly.
Yeah, these zombies are enhanced and where they come out of the skin, and they have increased health and they have durability, and they're able to lunge great distances. The weak spot is in the heart.
Oh, so that's where you don't have to shoot in the head. Yes!
Yes.
Just shoot them normally.
Yes. Just shoot them normal until they die. But there is a counter system which is an insta-kill. It's where they do that leap. No, now the leap, the way when you get bitten by a zombie that's sleeping, you have a QTE to break free. But with the bloodshots, you cannot break free at all. It instantly takes one block of your health away. But there is, like I said, there is a counter to that where you grab them as they're flying, fling them onto the ground, and stomp on their heart. Insta-kill. Yes, even the random policeman has given the exact same animations to save him, as well as your partner. Yeah, you don't get to play as him. Then again, why would you want to play as a random police officer?
In case he had donuts.
Wow, stereotypical.
Time being. Door's clear. Wanna let us in now?
Right now, the guy on the top floor, who's the owner, has finally seen sense and he's gonna let us go up to the top floor.
Hey, you guys are doing good. Guess what? Come upstairs.
We've got party here.
Come on!
We got vodka.
We've got vodka, cigarettes, sweeties, everything.
Where's my donuts?
Nice work down there.
So now it's just an endurance round because what he's saying here is that they are trying to get to the cathedral as well as we are, but he's got someone coming in a school bus to come and pick us up.
Heard it on the radio.
The magic school bus.
We ain't waiting for any stragglers.
Everyone wants a magic school bus coming to get them.
Yo, Japanese dude, get the shutter.
Yeah, there's one fella in this group that's Japanese and doesn't speak word of English.
He's like, konnichiwa.
And the zombies are going to be coming through the other side of the town now. So again, just survive until you get to until the school bus comes around, and then you'll be able to escape. At this point, when you start the game, the only weapons you'll have is a handgun and a shotgun. But a few grenades if you explored and picked them up and saved them. Now, the health system as well, you'll have tablets, but the problem is that if you, R1 is your health button, but say if you press it once, you'll swallow one tablet, which only gives you one block of health. But say if you want to get your full health, you have to press it like 6 times. But then you'll still have the first aid sprays, so you still have your hairspray, Colin. Which again, well, you always called it a hairspray whenever we play this.
Oh yeah, so that.
The can of first aid spray. It's still there, and it's a full health restore.
To be honest, I'd waste the tablets first and keep the hairspray because the hairspray would be more useful than the tablets.
And also, just like in RE5, if you and your partner are standing right next to each other, you can heal both of you at the same time.
Apologies though.
Yeah, William smokes.
I don't smoke, I've got a sword chest.
Right, here's our next type of enemy.
Is that big here?
Let's see. Chubby!
Oh no!
It's Blue Bradford!
And yes, these guys are called Whoppers, as in burger Whoppers.
Wow.
So it is blue!
Yeah. And the way to take out these guys is aim for their legs, where they'll be stunned and you can melee them.
Give me your fries!
I'm hungry!
Okay, he's not a zombie, he's just really fat.
Yep. And would you believe that there's actually one other enemy that is even bigger than this guy? Whopper Supreme.
That sounds like just like an extra large Whopper burger you can get from Burger King.
Yep.
Whopper Supreme.
Where's the Whopper King?
Oh, stop mentioning burgers, man, you're making me hungry.
Do you want fries with it? No!
No, have you not had that thing whenever you're watching some sort of media, or whether it's television or video games, when that character's having a cup of coffee, you immediately think, I want a cup of coffee.
Aye, that's all the time with me, very much.
Right.
Oh, sorry, you go.
Right, at this point there's going to be more zombies, so we're going to have to wait until the bus comes round, because this is literally the last place we've got. We've been through like 2 floors and we're now on the roof. Even on the roof you're not safe.
How? Hang on.
Whoa.
Save him quickly.
Why is... I don't understand why he's not having a heart attack.
He's not just going, ah, my heart. Dead.
Right, here comes the more zombies. Again, fire grenades are very effective against these guys.
Oh, there's another walker here.
Yep. Waiting for him to cross the bridge, and I got hit by a pipe. Yeah, that's the thing as well. The zombies, as well, if they have a melee weapon, if they don't feel like use it, they can throw it as a projectile. But once they throw it, they will not be able to pick it up. But that doesn't mean you can pick up the melee weapon yourself. You're stuck to your guns.
Aww.
The only melee weapons you have are the ones that you're designed with, like a knife. That's all you've got. And that there's a flaming 2x4 that zombie had.
Here comes a magic school bus.
It's school time!
Yay! Let's go back to school! Nah!
That's the spirit, let's get educated!
Right, at this point I'm making sure everyone is going to make sure that I'm the last person to go on the bus.
You're that one person that doesn't want to go to school. You're like, oh, I don't want to go.
Oh, fucking exams!
Right, so are you having a packed lunch or a school dinner?
No, I don't want to go.
Go. Look at that smug look on Leon's face there.
My
Get us
bus.
out of here!
Well, Chubby here doesn't want us to go back to school.
Chubby's on fire, so he's going to have to listen.
Aye. All you can do at this point is just shoot the zombie.
Ah, damn it!
Well, goodbye, old man. It was nice knowing you. Forget this. This is a I call this a big-lipped alligator moment at this point, because look what the old man does once he's this Japanese man also tries to save him, but they both get grabbed. Look at what this old man does, along with the Japanese boy. Blows himself up.
Oh, brilliant! At no point you taking the Chinese guy with you.
That's why I call it a big-lipped alligator moment. It just comes out of nowhere.
Like from the Nostalgia Critic.
Yep.
No more hentai shall be left in this world.
Right, yes, run over the fatty.
She took you a while, didn't it?
And that there is the end of chapter 1. We are now going into chapter 2, into the cathedral.
I thought we were going to school.
Instead we've gone to church. Yay!
Hey, there's a question. Would you rather put up with exams or religious belief?
Neither. They're both as bad as each other. In my opinion, of course. Like how their mobile phones are more advanced than ours.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's like a sheet of glass or something they're holding.
And they say this is in 2013.
It's 2017 now and we still don't have technology like that. I mean, there probably is like maybe a billionaire which might have like one device that exists like that, but for the general public, no.
Here's our villain for the campaign, Derek C. Simmons.
He's got a beard, so he must be evil.
As Hunnigan mentioned, she just explained the company, the biohazard company that just claimed responsibility for the attack. Neo Umbrella.
Neo Umbrella.
Yes.
What is that umbrella for Operations Umbrella?
And yes, you know what, you might be right, because the official logo is just the umbrella logo, except black.
The brother.
Right, another endurance match. Are yous ready?
Yay! We gotta kill more zombies!
This game seems to have a really serious fetish with endurance rounds, don't they?
Aye. Well, I think that's what they want to do in terms of survival.
Well, everyone's dying.
Aye, we're stuck on the bus. Again, you have to fend off these guys, otherwise you will die.
While lying down.
Yes. You can still shoot while lying down, yes.
We're going over.
And plus you can roll as well, because of the improved dodge mechanic. Like I said, you can slide, you can roll, you can crawl, everything.
Like how Leon said, brace yourself. What are you gonna brace yourself to? There's no chairs.
You're gonna brace yourself for this.
Beep beep. Beep beep, move your ass out of the way. Oh well, everyone's gonna die. Bye!
Leon, now's not the time for a hug.
Hug me.
Then again, main character protection, they are gonna survive anything.
They could probably survive a nuclear explosion.
What about the driver? Nope.
Oh shit.
He's gone.
And they're still alive.
Yep.
Must be like just some invisible shield around them.
They escaped the infection. Only to die like this.
There's no time to grieve.
Well, as Helena said, as we don't waste any more time to grief, we will see you in the next part, folks.